US sent a delegation with a Kenga, including the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to Finland to submit a petition, a copy of the petition that was sent to me, but unfortunately, I don't know whether I deleted or something happened. But a copy of the petition was sent to me. They accused Simon Ekpa. DOS sent a petition to the Finnish parliament accusing the minister in exile of Biafra, accusing him of terrorism, of killings that are going on, accusing one of their own.
The same people that were accusing Simon Ekpa of being Nigeria agent, they are the same people that voluntarily organized themselves, wrote a petition and took it to Finland, accusing the same Simon Ekpa, of whom they say that is a Nigeria agent, accusing him of terrorism. Imagine. The same people who are online deceiving people, saying that Simon Ekpa is a Nigeria agent. Are you getting what I'm saying here? This is the problem we Igbos have. They are the people.
Today, 10th of August, we've seen Simon Ekpa and his legal team finally expose the main killer, the people perpetrating mayhem in the southeast. Don't forget, Simon Ekpa recently said they arrested the wrong guy, which is him. And he's saying today they tabled in the court on how Asari Dokubo has been buying a lot of innocent Biafra in Finland. They played the video and the judge was shocked at the revelation which Simon Ekpa and his legal team, produced. What's your take as regards the Finnish parliament ordering for Simon Ekpa's arrest?
Yes, that's I think should be the last appearance of Simon Ekpa in the court today, as we wait for the result. But the news that is reaching us is that the recent or the past videos of Asari Dokubo, alleged to have carried out a serial attacks on the Igbo youth, on the Igbo Biafrans, has also been reportedly to be aired in the court, to the surprise of many. We don't know whether actually it was Simon Ekpa that actually put that video there, but it goes long to tell you that the international community and the world has kept an eye on that statement credited to Asari Dokubo years back, where he was threatening, and to an extent he connived with some other people to look at how they are going to lobby the Finnish government on the arrest and persecution of Simon Ekpa, claiming that he has a hand in the petition that was actually submitted. So if Asari Dokubo is claiming that he actually participated in the petition against Simon Ekpa, then the story is very clear that he was being ordered to be investigated or possibly apprehended or arrested by the order that is coming from the Finnish court to the Finnish parliament to document that already. So it looks like the whole thing is centered that there's no evidence directly that that will actually indict Simon Ekpa in this regard. Today is the final appeal, a leave of appeal for Simon Ekpa, and the news now is not longer palatable, because as it stands now, Asari Dokubo is truly in trouble. Yes, you can remember in the past videos, even on this platform, you have watched his past videos where he was making a lot of statements concerning the sacked ex-DOS, how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife was involved, how some certain things were actually presented to him, how he got involved in the petition process and all that, and how, he connived with, Buhari, when they were talking about the issue of gunmen, how he liaised with this former president of Nigeria, now late. I'm talking about Muhammad Buhari, according to, Asari Dokubo, to have carried out series of attack on Igbo youth that led to most of them being actually disallowed. Maybe on that note, after looking around the Finnish court, we are not able to find any evidence against Simon Ekpa directly, and it happens that while they were trying to play out to check out, then Asari Dokubo's video actually pumped up, and that actually what caught the attention of the judge, who started watching the development and wonder how Simon Ekpa was being illegally brought or roped into the issues that is already on ground. Remember, apart from the tax issue, the whole thing was centered on cyber bullying. The issue of terrorism does not come in at this moment, because Simon Ekpa has been identified as someone who has no connection or play allegiance or have alliance with any terrorist network. He stated clear that they actually put the wrong person in prison. But we have seen Asari Dokubo claiming responsibility to an extent, brandishing weapons that was shown all over the world that he uses to attack the Biafrans based on orders or whatever he has with the ex-president of Nigeria, Buhari, as at that time. So the evidence has been played out in Finnish court. Unexpectedly, nobody was actually expecting that, as alleged in the report that is already spreading around the world. Now, what matters is that with all this is being played out, there is no concrete evidence that is directly connected to Simon Ekpa as the process continues in court today. No wonder everywhere seems to be quiet at the moment. You can see the level of whole thing that has gotten to a point that the Finnish court, as reported, now passes the documentation, and of course begin to pile up a case file or that might trigger possible order for Simon Asari Dokubo to be taken to Finnish court for him to state clearly what he was actually saying in that video, which he cannot actually deny.
We've seen Asari Dokubo come and say after he got this report, he was scared. He was saying that Nnamdi wife and the ex-diocese, committee were the one that actually submitted petition for Simon Ekpa arrest. It's as if Asari Dokubo is currently begging Simon Ekpa after this move by the Finnish parliament. He's saying Nnamdi wife should be blamed. The ex-diocese, the likes of Nkenga Ragu, Chika Edozim are the one that should be blamed, not himself. Begging Simon. Do you think Simon Ekpa will accept his apology?
Of course, the atrocity is committed, because I think to an extent we are possibly jealous of Simon Ekpa's rise, who has actually 24 hours, pledged his loyalty to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was actually facing trial, So we don't even know until Asari Dokubo begin to expose. Maybe he have seen now that there might be consequences of those of his actions that might find a way to get to him at the end of the day. So he quickly come out publicly to tell his own side of the story that he was not actually involved, that the people that were involved were ex-DOS, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, who actually engineered the meeting and got Asari Dokubo to be involved at the end of the day, which made Asari Dokubo to start talking to how he is going to escape the trap at the end of the day. But we don't know whether the position of the Nigerian government in this regard, and when it is finally exploded, that Asari Dokubo is likely going to, face the consequences of what he said or his engagement to those who actually manipulated. No wonder that everything that happened at that time, to an extent, you saw the Senate President Godswin Akpabio, talking about Simon Ekpa. You saw the Eastern governors talking about Simon Ekpa. You saw the Ohaneze talking about Simon Ekpa. Those things were just a build-up of gang up against Simon Ekpa by the ex-GOS. To an extent, they went this far to contact a supposed enemy of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and of course, to an extent, the Biafran agenda to have made that kind of statement is quite unfortunate. That these people were able to do that without Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's knowledge. So, what is the purpose of them going to involve Asari Dokubo when they know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has engaged activities with this Asari Dokubo? They still went there. Now, it looks as if that a lot of things are going to be exposed at the end of the day, because the Finnish court is asking questions. Who is this man? How come he is threatening Biafrans? How come that he even claimed that he is the one that went after people and started disaliving as many as he can, claiming responsibility for that? Of course, he might be the reason why there were manipulations and every atrocities and criminality that happened within the Biafran land as at that time was put on Simon Ekpa's head, without knowing that some of these things that God have a way of bringing it back to Asari Dokubo. Now the video has been played in the court of Finland, where it was clearly seen that an alleged, because the understanding of the judge now is that Simon Ekpa is not the one that's actually responsible for this terrorist act, that it was done by the support and the Asari Dokubo with the then president of Nigeria, Buhari, which he also, Asari Dokubo came to, claim and say that they were the one who were busy, creating, criminality, taking down people's life, in that regard. And these are the issues now that have actually come out in Finland, while Simon Ekpa's trial is about to come to an end.
Okay, but do you not think one of the biggest mistakes Asari have made was him, bringing out guns, threatening a whole nation or a whole tribe like the Biafrans, telling them that they should mind their business or is ready to wage war? Although he has said it severally that he has what it takes to face the Biafrans. But do you not think with this evidence that Simon Ekpa showed in court today, showing the video of when Asari Dokubo was gone and threatening the Igbos, do you not think the Finnish government might later involve the United Nations and the ICC over what Asari Dokubo did?
Of course, but as it stands now, the Finnish government itself is in trouble because of the presence of international legal experts that are already rounding up and surrounding the entire Finland at the moment. And some of them have spoken to foreign affairs ministers in Finland. Some of them have spoken to government officials. Some of them even came with their personal, evidence and exhibits, that was also be part of the defense for Mazi Simon Ekpa. But the most important thing is that, irrespective of what happened, I think in the process, it was a circumstances, it was unexpected that the court themselves, in trying to build up, an allegation, is trying to indict, in trying to bring out some level of some evidence against Simon Ekpa, they stumbled on Asari Dokubo's video, and then that was where Simon Ekpa actually strike at that point and told them that you can see it very clearly that these are the people who were actually carrying out that criminality, disaliving people that caught the attention of some Southeast governors and some politicians within Asari Rock axis to start calling and compromising to see how they will get to Simon Ekpa at the end of the day. So it becomes very clear now that Simon Ekpa, there's no evidence against Simon Ekpa, that everything that happened was just, a planned and something, they were able to, merge, how will I put it, orchestrate to make sure that Simon Ekpa actually, go down at the end of the day. But in the consequence of the trial, you can see the whole thing has been exposed.
But now I think Asari Dokubo might indict the federal government.
Of course, that is what is expected. If he eventually indicts the federal government, then the investigation will deepen the more, because from there they begin to find out how he got his arms, who were involved, the sponsors and other, and what was his mission. I think the mission is very clear, to create an atmosphere of insecurity and put it on IPOB and put it on, of course, Simon Ekpa. But it is left for the judge now to decide. But I will learn that they have gotten the attention of the Finnish parliament, and a decision has already been taken against Asari Dokubo in that regard.
So from the reports we are getting now, Ekpa, any moment from now, might be a free man. What do you have anything to say as a guy?
Of course, that is what is expected. If they are going to have a higher court at the end of the day, well, but with what is on ground today and from what we are seeing, I think Ekpa is going to walk free, and that's what we are hearing. That a lot of people, government officials and delegates, are already trying to see how they can sneak into, Finland to cause another major, damage at the end of the day. But it looks like the whole airport is fortified, the surveillance and everywhere. You remember there was an attempt to move him at night and to land him in Nigeria unexpectedly, but that was actually being frustrated by the EU forces. And I don't know whether there was a military intervention or not, but I want to believe there was actually the one that stopped it. And I'll give credit to Dr. David Masanga, who got the information and was able to inform some forces to make sure that illegality of extradition did not happen. So at this point now, it becomes a very big problem for both Finnish government, for both Asari Dokubo, and of course the federal government, if he eventually goes ahead because he will be invited to come and testify if the court, even by somebody. How that is going to play out at the end of the day, will depend on the decision Simon Ekpa is going. Well, people are saying that Simon Ekpa should forgive and forget. It has happened since he has no case to answer, and is definitely going to walk free from that matter. But as it stands now, it depends on what the resolution that is going to come from the Finnish government. But I can tell you, Asari Dokubo is in trouble, as reported.
Thank you.